YC Woo. So this involves 3 parts. This is very interactive, so I need you all to join me. The first is what I like to call the pirate swing. So I need you to take whatever hand your drink is not in. I need you to swing it like a pirate. So everyone give that a try. Alright, so you're going to add in a leg lift. So your pirate swing and a leg lift. Don't lose your balance. Alright, and here is where the fun comes in. So on the count of 3, we're going to do the pirate swing while doing the leg lift, while screaming, "Woo!" as loud as you can. You think you can handle this? Yep. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Woo! That was really good. I think, though, this is a very rowdy crew. I think you guys can be a little louder than that. What do you think? All right. You ready to fire them off this time? All right, here we go. 3. 1, 2, 3. Practice makes perfect. So we're going to try this one more time. This is the clincher, and this is what's going to solidify it. Anna, you want to do this one? 1, 2, 3. That was wonderful. All right, we are going to do this for real this time. At a Youth Challenge, we do the YC Woo to thank people for their support. So join me, please, in giving a YC Woo to our Board of Directors President, Lori Katisha. Here's a YC Woo for you. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hi, and welcome, and thank you for coming tonight to support Youth Challenge. There's several people we would like to recognize and thank and do the YC Woo for. First of all, thank you to our honorary event chair, Ernie Vargo. Thank you, co-chairs, Christina Hardesty and Justin Thomas. Thank you to auction co-chairs, Marsha Obrock and Mike Zablotny. They put in countless hours organizing and planning this awesome event. Thank you to all of the trustees for creating their fabulous team packages. And thank you for tonight's supporters. And finally, thank you to the YC staff for their support and energy. Everyone has a YC story. Mine starts with my 5 children over 17 years ago. My oldest started volunteering at YC. I think his first program was bowling. And from that moment on, he was hooked, and so were the rest of the Katishas. I'm sure everyone agrees with me that the youth of today are the leaders of tomorrow. And empathy is one of the most important qualities a leader can have. Studies have shown that empathy can actually be taught. YC is in a unique position. Not only do the participants benefit from the socialization, athleticism, and confidence they gain at programs, but YC provides a perfect training ground for the volunteers. It teaches the leaders of tomorrow empathy. Empathy is seeing with the eyes of others, listening with the ears of others, and feeling with the hearts of others. Thank you, participants, volunteers, and their parents for making the world a better place. I have the distinct pleasure of introducing YC's newest CEO, Chris Garr. As most of you know, over the past year, YC has been working through what they call HR 2020. It's been bittersweet transitioning YC's founder and executive director, Mary Sue Tanis, to her new title of Director of Plan Giving. But at the same welcoming the effervescent, intelligent, and extremely competent Chris Garr into the leadership role. He's a graduate of Fordham University and Trinity College in Hartford. Chris and his wife Joanna and 2 daughters moved back to Cleveland in 2008 for Chris to work at YC. Did I mention that he's enthusiastic? A little fun fact, Chris was awarded a technical foul while cheerleading for Fordham for his excessive enthusiasm. Without further ado, Mr. Chris Garr.
I've been called a lot of things. I've never been called effervescent before. That's not a Fordham word, that's a Notre Dame word. It's too big. Many thanks again to the benefit leadership team, Ernie, Christina, Justin, Marcia, and Mike, and certainly Lori, thank you for the support you've given me over the last 4 months. We'll have much more time together, and I look forward to every one of those minutes. Aloha! Here's the short of it. Our fund-a-need goal is $20,000. We got it. I hope that your passion for YC and your kindness help us to reach this goal. In true YC spirit, enjoy yourselves, smile, laugh, give what you can, and by the way, we are an A+ investment in the future. To donate, respond to the text that you get from GiveSmart, and thank you, GiveSmart workers. We appreciate you very much. Respond to that text with an amount that you're willing to donate, or click the donate button on the GiveSmart site. It's the circle with the $ in it. Also, number 1, auction item. So this is why your generosity matters. This is how we will responsibly steward your donation. Political leanings and enthusiasm for lectures in presidential politics aside, we know that Head Start is a successful government program. It was created in 1965 as the cornerstone of Lyndon B. Johnson's Great Society. How does that tie in for today? Well, for one, you'll want to know that YC does not receive a penny of government funding, and that is why we need your support. Team YC's goal this evening is to initiate a year-long Head Start style program. We're going to call it, for today's purposes, I haven't run this by marketing, we're going to call it Crazy Camp 365. A racing wheelchair. Our boys from Xavier, Bobby's a little older, he graduated quite a few years ago, and Sean are going to hoist this up, hopefully without killing anyone. All right, a racing wheelchair, a racer, as we in the adaptive sports world call it, is the mode by which disabled athletes compete in track and field. Ohio is one of 12 states where the OHSAA will allow disabled athletes to compete. To be successful, one must focus on the start. You see the head start? Yeah. The athlete must strike as many solid touches on the push bar over the first 20 meters of a race to build momentum and speed, then traction and strength. It makes all the difference. The exact same concept applies to the youngest of our participants at Youth Challenge. Momentum, speed, traction, strength. Your donation matters. Get us to the finish, get us to $20,000. You can make your contribution now. A version of Crazy Camp at YC has been around for years. Of course, it started with Mary Sue, the Bain Cabin Kids, then Mini Camp, then Crazy Camp. Traditionally, we're talking about children aged 4 to 9 years old, over 6 to 8 weeks during the summer, once a week. Initial exposure to a nurturing and positive environment, creative play, peer interaction, perpetual positivity is essential in forming the building blocks of confidence, friendship, and an active lifestyle. Fellas, you're active enough. You can put that thing down. A year-round Crazy Camp program means more opportunities for our teen volunteers, stronger bonds among our participants and their families, and a powerful head start. Beyond sports, YC's future promises a unique brand of transformational fun and exceptional levels of crazy. Always looking for opportunity, engagement, and excellence in the way we serve others and our community. Coincidentally, speaking of service, National Volunteer Week concludes today. This past week, Sarah, whom you've met, made a point to personally thank every volunteer at YC. That makes 300 thank you letters for those counting at home, and 300 free scoops of ice cream from Mitchell's. In it, she included a quote from Martin Luther King Jr. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? YC has an emphatic answer to the good doctor's question. At its core, we create meaningful relationships and spark lifelong friendships. We lead collaboration with the nonprofit community. We emphasize community engagement and education to leverage our talents, resources, and leadership in the field of adaptive sports, art, and recreation. We spearhead advocacy and action among young adult participants and volunteers by providing them the tools to live, work, play, socialize, and grow in an accessible and inclusive society. We never rest on our commitment to top-notch adaptive sports and rec, cultivated by a motivated, enthusiastic, creative, and loving staff. They are, and always have been, the backbone of Youth Challenge. One person who embodies Team YC's continuum of care is Brianna Sprenger, a young woman who lives life passionately, cares deeply for others, and works diligently to better herself and make the world a better place. I first met Bree when she was 8. As far as first impressions go, she made a splash. It was a July summer Tuesday at Rocky River Pool, and Carrie, Bree's mother, brought Bree, and well, what do you notice about Bree? She's awesome. I noticed Carrie casually walked up to the pool, kind of reached her arms over the pool, and then dropped Bree into the pool. I've been around Youth Challenge for a long time. I've done some crazy things. I've thrown many children with many physical disabilities around in a pool. And I'm sure there are years of lifeguards at Clegg who would love to escort me out. But they never got the chance. But that made my jaw drop. Because Bree looked like kind of dropping a ball into a pool, and it goes down, and then it came up. If you get to know Bree, she's a lot of things. One of those things is a member of Team USA as a Paralympic swimmer. And if we ever had a video, that pool drop would have been the one. But we don't have that on video, so I could just be making it up. So Bree, we asked you to come today to tell your story, kind of give us some insights into YC. For those who aren't quite familiar, I have one question for you. Why do you love Youth Challenge?
I love Youth Challenge for many reasons, but I love Youth Challenge mainly because I feel completely 100% myself when I am at Youth Challenge. I go to Avon High School. I am a senior at Avon High School. I will be going off to University of Akron in the fall. Thank you. To become a child life specialist to help children understand what they're going through in the hospital. I will be living on campus. I'm really excited to go to college, but what Youth Challenge has given me is the ability to feel completely with my peers at school. I am different because I am in a wheelchair, and here I am just Brianna and not the girl in a wheelchair per se. Also, Youth Challenge has allowed me to do so many different things. I've gone to the Indians game with Youth Challenge. I've gone to the Browns game with Youth Challenge. I have downhill skied twice with Youth Challenge. I love skiing. I have done the swimming sports program with Youth Challenge every summer. I have done I've done arts programs with Youth Challenge. Every sport that you can think of, Youth Challenge does it. I've done bowling with Youth Challenge. Every Youth Challenge does everything, and we just adapt it different. We just adapt it. Youth Challenge is truly amazing. Youth Challenge has allowed me to be comfortable in my own skin. So I did a Crazy Camp program when I was 8, and that was really my only program then, because there was older kids, and I just didn't feel comfortable at the time, so I didn't come back for 4 years. I don't know why, because I wish I would have come back, because then I could have gotten a lot more out of Crazy Camp, because Crazy Camp is truly a great experience for children, because they're around peers their own age, and they experience what it's like what sports and art, and they experience what it's like, they just have friends and they have a lot of fun. And I wish I would have gone back, because I experienced a lot of loneliness during that time at school. I remember being in 6th grade, feeling pretty lonely because I had a disability. I was the only one in Avon schools, my middle school at that time, feeling pretty lonely. And I researched on Google programs for people with disability in Cleveland. What came up? Youth Challenge. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember them. So I was like, I'll give it a try. I came back in the summer of 2012, and I absolutely fell in love with it again. And I've been here ever since. They can't get rid of me. They really can't. I'm literally here 3 times a week. And I'm really, really sad to be, I'm really excited to go to college, but I'm really sad to be leaving these phenomenal people. These people have really become my family. They are truly just good people, and they have transformed my life in so many ways. I have gone all over the world for Paralympic swimming, and I've been able to set 2 American records and 1 Pan American record in swimming. But nothing will ever be as much impactful in my life as Youth Challenge has been. Youth Challenge has truly made me into a Renaissance woman, as Chris Garr has quoted. So Youth Challenge has allowed me to discover who I truly am as a person, and I'm so excited to be going off, into college, who I am today, and I'm so thankful for all of you who came out tonight to support this amazing organization. And I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being here tonight.
an outstanding Renaissance woman. I had to explain that term. I think she fits it. If you're supporting Youth Challenge, you're supporting Bree. You're also supporting over 200 other Youth Challenge participants. Before I came back to Youth Challenge in 2008, I was a high school history teacher. So, that served me well. In 2008, it was the dawn of the iPhone. And the biggest struggle I had as a teacher was trying to deal with my students who had their phones. And what do you do with them in class? In 2019, we embrace technology now. I think most teachers are like, yeah, cool, I gave up. Have it. It's okay. Take your phone out. Open up your messaging app. See where you've received a text message from GiveSmart. Don't be shy. Your money is in a good place at Youth Challenge. We need to raise $20,000. This Crazy Camp 365 thing is a real deal, and it can make tons of difference. Anna Rigdon. When my girls were very small, Anna was also small, and a 12-year-old volunteer. I remember seeing Anna and saying, I hope my kids can be like that someday. Anna, you're a great role model. You've been an outstanding volunteer. You got a couple years to go. Anna's volunteered at Youth Challenge since she was 12. She is now a junior at Lakewood High School. She's been a leader, a friend, an outstanding representative for YC. Anna, how does Youth Challenge make you feel?
So I think that Youth Challenge is really like a two-sided coin, because not only do the participants gain an amazing experience, but volunteers can really benefit from it too. So with that being said, I'm not one of the volunteers that you see getting 500 hours in a year on the plaques hanging around YC. Like, I volunteer when I can. I'm super involved at school. I'm in like countless extracurricular activities. I have something almost every day of the week, and insane amounts of homework. So I tend to start feeling burnt out sometimes. And there are some days when I just want to come home from school and just start tackling the hours and hours of homework I have. But then there are days when I have Youth Challenge. And so I go to YC, I pick myself up and I go and I tell myself that the homework can wait, and I get there. And I'm just able to forget about all of that for like an hour. And whether it be archery, ceramics, photography, Paralympic sports, like they really have it all. And I get there and I can just let all that stress go out the window. And the participants and the volunteers, we are both just so invested in helping each other have a good time. And it's just like the simplest joy, I guess is the best way to describe it. And someone that comes to mind is Logan Thomas. He's nonverbal, he's in a wheelchair, but Logan is just truly embodies like the joy of YC like Bree does. And one of the things that he enjoys doing the most is before the program starts, he'll just push a ball off of his lap and have the volunteer run and get it for him, and it's just like the most repetitive thing. But he could do it for hours on end, and every time the ball hits the floor and the volunteer has to go run and grab it, his laugh just like rings throughout the room. And he just has this like look of pure joy on his face, and I just have to ask myself, if Logan can find like such pure joy in such a simple activity and have so much fun just doing an hour of whatever recreational activity it may be, why can't I find joy in like the little things in life? Why am I constantly stressing out about school and life and all the complicated things that it has to offer when I can just come to YC and feel completely fulfilled just by helping others? So being at YC the 4 years that I've been here, it's just really helped put things into perspective. I've realized life isn't really about comparing problems, like nobody's problem should be considered worse than another person's. But joy in all these little things. Why can't I? So that brings us to Crazy Camp, which we've been talking about today. And kids like Logan Thomas, when they go to Crazy Camp when they're like 4 or 5 years old, they're immediately thrown into this program where they can be with people who are just like them, communicate with their peers, be accepted by a community who loves them for exactly who they are, when maybe at school or in their community they're maybe not seen as typical or normal or however you want to call it. They're seen as, I don't know, just normal when they're at Youth Challenge. I think the word normal is horrible, but when they're at YC, they're just accepted for exactly who they are as a person. And I think that starting that at such a young age is so crucial. So by helping Crazy Camp, you are helping these kids to really evolve into the person they're meant to be, because they're surrounded by so many people just like them.
Thank you. Anna's one of 450 teen volunteers. Thank you for that. We learned a little about joy, but I think we learned a lot about how mature you are and what a giving person you are. So, we are lucky to have you, Anna. Okay, so this is good news. It takes a little pressure off me. Thanks, Angelica. We are, I can't see the monitors. We are at, ready? $20,780. There will be no money cuts. JK. Supporting Youth Challenge tonight. Hey, by the way, we do not have to stop at $20,780. Supporting Youth Challenge means supporting Anna, supporting her 450 other volunteers. All right, the moment you've all been waiting for. She needs no introduction. She is the epitome of leadership, kindness, and gratitude. Everything she does embodies love. She built Youth Challenge over 4 decades. I was lucky to be around for 3 of those decades so far, and we're all better people because of her. How about we give a round of applause to Mary Sue Tanis.
Thank you, each of you, for all being such a big part of it tonight. This was a big group effort. It's kind of like a dirty dozen, this staff of ours right now. We're gritty, we work hard, we fly right, but it's all in. And it permeates in everything we do, from the program staff to the development staff, to the volunteer staff, to the kids staff. And just thank you, because you are a huge part of why that Team YC works. You build in the capacity for volunteers like Anna, a 3rd generation Youth Challenge team player, Anna is. You build in her capacity to care more, to do more, to be more capable. You build into Bree that leadership, so that the new kids that Chris is talking about, his new Crazy Campers to be, in the next 365 days, that God willing you all will help fund. Looks like you might have started that already. We'll look to Bree and realize they can do it. They don't have to feel funny in 5th grade, because they're going to be with us when they're 5, 6, 7, and 8, and realize how amazing this life is, and the supports, formal or informal, are all good, but when they come to Youth Challenge, it's all fun. So that said, I thank you for building all that capacity Youth Challenge across a lot of years, because most of you are team players and part of this team. It's unbelievable the capacity within this agency and where we can go from here. A lot of that's because of you. A lot of that's because of the staff, the kids, the volunteers. We've been nothing but blessed, and I have a feeling we're a whole new dimension of hope and fun and care and purpose, and the best is yet to be. So fasten your seatbelts. Please use your phones, which I never thought I'd say, and have fun tonight. And I think Chris is going to try to get that bar open. God bless.
Mahalo, Mary Sue. You know that's Hawaiian for thank you. I brushed up on Google Translate. Wait, sorry, Carrie, is it Hawaiian? Yeah, okay. The Hawaii raffle closes at 9:15. The winner draw, Will, you're going to be doing that at 9:40 for the Hawaii raffle. Silent auction closes at 9:45. Dessert and coffee are being served on the 3rd floor. Okay. My beer, sir? So right now, Bobby and I are the only ones in the house drinking. Because I own this. Now, this is funny. This actually makes me feel like that story where I got the technical foul.
500.
Yeah.
Come on, 500.
We got 500 already.
Let's go.
We got 500. Who can be the hero and open up the bar? 525. If somebody can turn the lights on, I can't see anything right now. And it's not because I've been drinking.
Come on, Steve Dodd.
I heard it. Is that okay, we got a 500 on my right. 525, hero to open the bar back up. 525. Are we just going to end this thing at 500 and you start drinking? No.
550.
550, we got 550. Bree, hold my beer with your left arm. Anna, you might want to help. You're a volunteer. 600 in the back. USA, baby. All right.
650.
650. I am not an auctioneer, but this is going surprisingly well. 650. Oh, 700. You're married to her. This is great. 725, 750. 725, 750. 700. 700 once. 700 twice. Who's thirsty?